Hi there, I'm Amber from Ivy Allen. I am the reviewer. I take care of all the product reviews. Ivy Allen is a blog that I just recently established because I've been contacted by a numerous amount of companies to do their product reviews. And while I was partnered with another blog for quite some time, because of all the review requests that I was receiving, it was easier for me to branch off and create my own blog so that I wouldn't get behind anymore. I have decided to go ahead and open up my blog to FB and Etsy sellers. I'm going to feature a few of them each month. So that's why I'm putting this out here, so that you guys can see what I look like and what I do. As a Etsy seller, if you decide to go ahead and have a review done, this is how it works. First thing, you and I would discuss which products that you would like me to go ahead and review. I don't charge money for my reviews. However, I do get to keep the products that you send to me that you want me to review. I do have a minimum of $20 that I request that can be broken up over several different products depending on your pricing on your store, or it can be just one product. It's totally up to you. Even though I do have a minimum of 20, most sellers will send me a little bit above that because they like to be able to send me 2 to 3 items, making their video longer so that I can showcase different areas of their store. So I've got like this piece, this piece, this piece. If you go on my blog, you'll see all my Etsy stores that I've worked with before. So once you and I discuss what products we're going to do, you have the option of just sending it to me like normal, where you pay for the shipping, however you want to do it. I just give you my mailing address and you send it out to me. Or there is an option through Etsy where you can select an other payment. Most sellers will not have this feature on their account simply because it allows anybody out there to purchase your items using that other category. The other category is designed through Etsy so that if you're face-to-face with somebody, you could sell your product to them cash without having to use their Swipey card. It's just another function for you to use. Me personally, when I do a transaction and I use that option, I'm on the computer with somebody and I turn on the option. They tell me that they have purchased the product, and once that happens, I turn that other option off. So it's only on for that particular person. I have no problems being on the computer with you and walking you through this process, so that way nobody else gets to take advantage of you having this other option open. I also know that a lot of Etsy store owners may not be totally computer savvy and not quite familiar with this process, and that's okay. If we need to go into deeper detail, or if you need me to help you with this part of it, I can. The reason why most people prefer this option, even though it kind of sounds complicated, but the reason why they prefer it is it counts as a sale for you, so you get another sale. So even though I'm not buying anything necessarily, it counts as a sale on your product page. The second reason is I can leave you a review. So because this is considered a sale, I can come back after I've received the product, give you a 5-star review, and I always type up a really nice blurb, not just great shipping, work with the seller. I like to go a little bit above and beyond that. If you look back on my past comments from some of the different places that I featured, I will go into it and say this seller was absolutely amazing. Her piece was like this. I was able to wear it for this, you know, and go into a little more detail about the product itself. If I order more than one product from you, then I will make sure to list each one of those products, or see if there's a way for me to leave a review based on each one of the products that I've ordered. However, I do believe with Etsy you're only allowed to leave one review, but I would make sure to label out, she sent me this, 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 or they sent me this, this, this is how I feel about this, this, this. So it's not just a small little sentence. You actually get a good review that you can use. Some people use the reviews that I put on there because they're, I'm not going to say long, but descriptive. When you create your product photos, or when you go to advertise on a lot of your media sites, you can use I give you full permission to use my comment. You can copy it and put it on your photos. you know, like as an example, some people are, you know, read these reviews. Like on Facebook, you can upload pictures of the recent reviews that you've received, and you can put mine on there, 5-star review, and this is what she said. You're more than welcome to use whatever I put on your page for that. Another reason why that this also comes in handy is you have a paper receipt. You have a hard copy of the transaction that happened between us. So for those who do taxes like I do, even if you're doing it as a hobby or as a small business or however the case may be, you have a receipt not only for a sale, but you can also have it on there to where if somebody comes back and says, what was this for? What money did you collect for it? You can put in the option for advertising. This is advertising for your business. This is a tax writable option. You can write this off on your taxes because it is advertising. Once I get your product and I do a review and I upload it onto YouTube, I then send you the link to that YouTube channel. You can use it however you want to, within reason, of course. You can't use it for anything bad. You have to use it for your business to promote your business. So you can't redub the video and put some funny hats on my head or anything like that. I don't think YouTube lets you do that anyway. But you can take the video and you can post it on your Facebook page where you're advertising, or your Twitter page. You can say, hey, I just got this amazing review from Ivy Allen, who works with major companies. Here's the review, and then you can blast it out to all of your company. So that's how you can use it for your business. When it comes to the additional features of mine, I have several thousand of people in my Twitter base. I have the Facebook page. I have Pinterest. I have Instagram. I have several different media outlets that I'm using right now outside of my blog. After I've created your video and I do your product review, once it's completed, that gets blasted to my Twitter page, to my Facebook page, to my Pinterest, to every one of my media sites. It automatically uploads to quite a few. Oh, and my G+ as well. So I've got G+ and all that too. It automatically uploads to all my media sites that it allows. And then also on my Pinterest, I go in and I pin, I say, hey, I've got this new product and blah, 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 blah. So not only does it get blasted all over my media sites, you can use it for your media sites. Then, on top of that, I also post you as a feature on my blog. So I say, June's Etsy seller is, and I put your company name in there. And I post your video in there. And I also write a nice little blog entry about your shop. So when you send me your products, I also need you to send me a small bio about you and your shop. How did you guys get started? What drives you to create the crafts that you do? Who taught you how to do it? Send me just some basic, good, heartwarming information about your company that I can use in my videos. Tyler Brown sent me one of his pendants and told me that, you know, he had actually had surgery on his ACL, and one of the things that he does is he sits there and he makes beautiful, gorgeous pendants. And he happened to make one for me for the review while he was in the middle of surgery. I use all of that, with your permission, of course, but I use all of that. And I give people a sense of you being a real person who handcrafted this item, you know. So that's why it really drives people to your site, because it's a real person. It's not some company in China, you know, or it's not some conglomerate corporate office in, you know, Texas that nobody's ever heard of or has no idea what's going on. This is from you. This is a handcrafted piece made with your passions, made with your creativity that you get to share to the world, and you are a real person. So that alone is an amazing amount of marketing piece. So not only do I take your products and review it and do an uploaded video for you, not only do I post it on my blog, but you get a 5-star review, you get the review, the written review, you get a sale count on your store for it, and you and I can discuss a lot of other different items as well. I'm very open to helping Etsy stores. I personally am an Etsy store owner. I got some amazing advice from a very successful Etsy shop owner who's already hitting into her $5,000 mark for the year, and she does very simple things. Being under her tutorial for the Etsy stores, and as well as my extensive background with marketing research, I have a knack for this. I have a knack for showcasing pieces. I have nothing to hide either. Please feel free to go back on my blog and watch all my videos so that you can see how I really do things. You'll see also that I have a bigger passion with my Etsy stores. I want to get them to you. I want to drive that sales to you. With my Etsy store, I recently opened it up and back in August, and I believe I'm coming up on sale number 80. I'm involved in a lot of different Etsy groups, and I've seen a lot of people who are like, oh, I've been open for 2 years and I've only had 2 sales. I have no problem sharing my knowledge with you as far as what I've done, how I was able to do it. You know, it's kind of like somebody who crochets and they come to me and they say, hey, I'm a crocheter, I'm not getting any sales, what's going on? For your crocheters out there, what I would tell you is find a niche. Don't put out there that you can make all these custom baby blankets. If you do a search on Etsy, you're going to find there's 50 million people who do blankets. If you do a search on the beanies and stuff like that, you're going to find there's 1 million people that do that. You need to find a bigger niche that's just for you. Like more specifically, this one crocheter person that I worked with, she does the pixie hats. And I know they're not as complicated as other pieces, but she does pixie hats. And I was able to just, you know, get it to the right crowd. I have a lot of friends that are in the SCA, which is the Society of Creative Anachronism. Kind of like the Renaissance Festival things, if you guys have ever heard of that. But I was able to do a video and market it to the right people, and she's actually done pretty well. So you need to find a niche. You need to find a way that makes you stand out from the rest of the pack, and I can help you with that. It's to the best of my ability. And if I can't help you, if I don't know an answer, I will get you to somebody who can. Because like I said, my really good friend who I mentor under for the Etsy stores, she's been open for quite some time. She's doing really, really, really well. And if I need additional advice, I can go to her and say, hey, I've got this client and this is what they do. What's your advice? Or we can open up a roundtable discussion in my Facebook page to see what else we could do to promote you. So again, I don't charge money for what I do. I do have a sincere passion for what I do. And one of the other things that I really like doing too is treasure lists. I do the treasuries. So I like to do the ones after a few months, after I've collected quite a few of my reviews from Etsy's, I post them all in their own personal treasuries and blast them out that way too. So you will always be continued to be on a treasury list that I can create for you. So that's it. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, need more information about anything, don't hesitate to let me know. That's what I'm here for. I'm very, very open. I really like to work with Etsy sellers. So just message me and let me know. All my information is right here down at the bottom of the screen. You can email me, contact me on my blog post, whichever is easiest for you. So I hope to hear from you soon.